No hat and no tie today. I've just put them down and I can't remember where, but we'll get them out for next time as welcome back to Hartlepool going into the Wheeler Dealer season right now, the new year, the 2022 calendar year, as we can make some sign-ins if we've got any money after trying to sign people up to contracts. It's going to be hectic. As yes guys, welcome back to the series, episode number 8 now, and before we start, thank you so much. We've hit 4k subscribers, caught in 4k on the channel, so that is an amazing achievement. Thank you all so much. I said before the new year, and we've over tripled this year what we got last year in the entirety of the 365 days, so thank you so much for that. But let's keep it growing. We've got to hit that subscribe button and like the video before it starts, as today we've still got 2 games remaining this month, Mansfield and Tranmere, both on the 26th and 29th of December, so the Boxing Day game up first, as then we have Oldham, Carlisle and Bristol Rovers in January, so we're only going to get a little bit of January done, which it's going to be very hard to sign players. £488 is the only amount of money that we've actually got. We can't even sign youth players up to our bloody academy with that, as we have promoted 2 of them, of course. We are 6 points off Bradford, 2 in front of Newport County, as Mansfield, we play first, are in 5th, so Boxing Day's got a bit riding on it. So hopefully the team enjoyed the supposedly little Christmas they get, as they've got to try and move straight on in game, as I think this is the team we're going to go with. We're also going to need a backup keeper when Killip leaves. So I said at the start of the video, contracts, backup keeper, everything is needed, as we're going to go with this for the team. Mitchell in goals, Sterry, Odusina, Staunton, Francis and goal, and Ferguson. And my back 5 or 6, including the keeper, with Houlihan, Featherstone and Shelton, Norwood and Goodwin. And yeah, I'm going to trust that. Of course, the disappointment from the Ipswich game, not fully rubbed off, but we did back it up in the simulated game, as we've got to back it up again here. Let's outdo it away at Mansfield. And the One Call Stadium is calling to me, as they have Marek Szczek in goal, James Perch, Elliot Hewitt, ex-Grimsby, Richard Nartley, Stephen McLaughlin, and then Maris, Clark, Quinn and Law in the diamond in midfield, with Bowery and Johnson up front. Rather surprising team. And they have got the Tifo out. I don't think this is a derby game. Probably should have done a bit more research beforehand, but Mansfield are located in Nottingham and Hartlepool on the upper coast, so I'm guessing it's not really, but looks like a bit of a grudge in the league, of course. They're in 5th, we are in 2nd. They have the Tifos out to try and help them, as Francis and goal, with a pass into Staunton, round the corner into Nicky Featherstone, now onto Shelton. Messed up that straight away. So they always do have a good team in game, Mansfield as well. They've got quite a bit of money, as Goodwin on the turn right there. That pass was meant to go through all the way, but he's being caught offside. He's talking about us, top scoring team, 22 games, 37 goals. That's how free we are. And Jordan Bowery with the turn right there in the front to Johnson, who had a bit of a run on, but can't do anything with that as Shelton. Oh, that's a rough tackle, that one. Yellow card goes into the book. I wish I would have let that carry on though if it wasn't a red. We had a bit of an attack going, as we're going to have to try and get it going again. It's Sterry who cuts back, tackled though, straight up to Johnson. That's a terrible place to lose the ball. Missed the tackle. Bowery gives it back to Law, and it's 1-0 Mansfield. It's terrible from Sterry, the right wing back, in a dangerous position. He dispossessed by them, and they've just made us pay for it. Not the start we wanted against a team that's very difficult to concede against. Well, it's not difficult to concede against. We've done that. Concede. It's difficult for them to concede. That's what I'm saying. Head's just gone slightly after that, because I did not want it to happen, as Sterry, dodgy touch, but does manage to keep the ball. Gives it into Shelton now. Shelton onto James Norwood. Got to look for that gap. That's a good pass. Pass it back It's going to be hard to score against these, but we've got to be at us best, and we definitely haven't been in the first 20 minutes. As Shelton again, onto Featherstone, into Norwood. Norwood returns it around the corner. Goodwin with a good flick on. It's Shelton now. Can't squeeze it through. And Reece Staunton on it again as he fits it into Shelton. Shelton now onto Nicky Featherstone. That's a great ball out to the right wing back Sterry, who's going to look to go in the middle again, and it does reach Shelton. What can we do right here? What's Mark going to decide to do? It's so hard. They've got literally 4 at the back, but that CDM's sitting as a 5th centre-back, so it's hard to break them down. As Featherstone with a good pass there. James Norwood running in behind. Gives it to Sterry instead. Just sat back so far, it's unreal. As Sterry, that's a good pass into Norwood, who goes from range. Sturridge with a save. And Goodwin, come on. At least try and cross it, as that was an absolute waste. Johnson to put the ball over the top into McLaughlin, into Quinn. Quinn gives it into Bowery. This is good passing from them, and Lord finds a great ball through to Johnson, and it's 2 to Mansfield. These passes are superb from them, and we really can't break them down at the back. This is not a good showing from us. Leaving it all to do in the second half at this rate, as what a ball that was from Law. He's the best player on the field by far. Mitchell goes down to try and save it, and it's just put over the top of him. What can you do? What can you do? As Shelton now into Norwood. We've just got to try and get alive. That's what we're going to do. As Sterry has Shelton in front of him a little bit. I was going to release that, but didn't have the chance. And oh, I'm glad I didn't touch him there, as there's 5 minutes left. And we just missed that tackle. It's into Narty in the defence. They're playing it around the bloody back, and now going forward as Law picks up on it again. Into Johnson. Chipped over the top into Perch, who's got a good turn on him, the captain. He's a very old player, but he's outpacing all of us as it's into Bowery, and Bowery stuck it in the top bin for 3. Oh my days, what is happening today? Call this trying, lads. Call this trying. This is the worst possible performance before, of course, the new year. We need to be better than this, or else players won't even sign contracts. They are doing okay in the league, but jeez, if performances start to go like that one, I have no chance at keeping them around, as I've got to make a change, I think. Featherstone's been a bit slow, so I'm going to go for Matt Daly, and I think that's going to be it for now. Just need to be better all over. And we've got to try and attack them in this second half, as they've started off greater again. It's Quinn on the ball with the back heel into Maris, and that's a great turn into Bowery to make it 4. Right, never mind attacking. We're already bloody losing 4. Now that is absolutely shocking. Back heel, straight in the middle, turned again. Blasted bottom bins. Off we go. Can hear boos from the Pool faithful right now, as that's a terrible tackle from their striker again, but I don't care. I don't care. He's even got himself injured in the process, but we've got to be so much better than this. As Shelton goes to try and turn a little bit, can't even do that. We are all out attacking now, looking to try and, if we are very lucky, salvage a draw, but I don't think that's going to happen at all. Just get some goals. Nothing's actually working, as Clark round the corner into Law right here, still dominating the game onto the edge of the box. How have we not got there, Odesina? It's 5-0 to Mansfield. I might as well just resignate after this game. Yeah, handing in the resignation. Look at this. Pass in there. Cuts it back. And how he gets first that ball is unbelievable. And how the goal goes in is just even more unbelievable. Post and in. Don't think anyone would have seen this coming. In game, we've been so confident so far. We've done well. We took a game to Ipswich. Yeah, we've lost it. We've won most games, but this one's just turned out different, as Sterry on the ball right here, tackled straight away back McLaughlin, and our first corner coming with 20 minutes to go. That's how bad we've been, as everyone's in the box. Can we nick one back? It's saved. But now we've actually got a chance, as Shelton into Houlihan, tried to feed Bury there, who of course will be leaving the club very soon, so he's just getting probably a farewell appearance, as it's on to Shelton. One more across to the right wing back Sterry, who's even offside and can't kick a ball. And the man of the match Law making way right here, as they've got to run down this side. Gordon now in the middle to Clark, who I think has already got a goal ante. That's a good turn into Gordon again. Bounces straight off us. Maybe a chance for 6, as that was a terrible tackle on us. They've been playing dirty as well, to say the 5-0 up, as Sterry looks straight for Ola Mola in a foot race with the defender, and he's going to win it. That's good work from the striker. Can he get one? He does. He's made that himself, and he's got himself on the score sheet, so at least the Hartlepool fans can sing, we've scored a goal. Actually a great one as well, as Lapsila comes on now for the man of the match Law. He's got to get man of the match, even though he's gone off, as Clark into Johnson. He's a candidate as well, as there's the full-time whistle though. A 5-1 defeat to the Stags at the One Call Stadium in a big promotion chasing game. It's just embarrassing really. That definitely going to make changes for the next squad in Tranmere, and we've got to make sure we can bounce back from that. We don't want to just go in a downward spiral, because that is a season defining game for some teams. As the manager, there he is in the hat. At least he's got the hat on in game, but what a shocker. I have no idea how we're still in second. Mansfield now 1 point behind us, as Tranmere are in 23rd. Now, it's still going to be a simulated game, but after that last one, I'm really not happy that it's got to be so. As I'm looking right there, the assist king still in the lead with 6, of course, the left wing back Ferguson, as we've got to make changes. Even the team's telling me so, as it's risky business, but we're going to go with this. Mitchell in goal, Luke Hendry at right wing back, McLaughlin at right centre back with Staunton, Francis and goal and Ferguson, Houlihan, Featherstone and Daly in the midfield with Norwood and Goodwin. So Shelton comes out, he wasn't too good. Sterry, Odosina, and yeah, that's it. They're the only changes, because them two are tied, the defenders, as Bossiu, one of the youth players, comes onto the bench because Bury didn't impress, and of course he's leaving very, very soon, so might as well try and push the youth through a little bit. I don't expect anything from this game, to be fair. I actually don't, even though they're in 23rd. I'm setting the bar low, and I was right to do so, because we get beat against the run of play 2-0. Hawks and Glatzel. That is terrible. And that does, deservedly so, drop us down to 4th. Still 7 points off Bradford though, we were dropping points. But so are we, as it's Oldham on the first now, as it's talking about loan players expired. Oh, loads of departs and everything. So Killip's gone to Suwon Samsung. Loan expired for Goodwin, Bury. It's telling me about the transfer window. Eddie Jones. Matt Daly's returned to his parent club, because he's been recalled, and we've got the youth thing, so that's not too good, to be fair. It does give us a little bit of money, but we've got contracts to do as well, so I'd say 200k, leave it at that. We're definitely not getting bloody Will Goodwin back, unless we try and get him on loan again. As yeah, let's look at the contracts first. As here are the players we might lose. We've got Francis Angol, Ferguson, Molyneux, Houlihan the captain this season, Akinde, Odosina, Shelton, Cullen, Lawler, Crawford, Smith and Liddell. Right, I've got to go in order of importance, so I think the first is going to be Ferguson, then Shelton, even though he didn't play well the last game, Francis Angol, Houlihan, Molyneux and Odosina are the definite. So I'm going to try and get them done now. I'm going to try and get 2 years out of David Ferguson, and I'm going to offer him the same wage again, because he should know that we don't have much to sign with, as he wants to sign non-bonus as well. Okay, David, you drive a little bit of a hard bargain, but the assist king is staying at the club, so that's the first one done. As Mark Shelton is up next, and I'm going to offer him the same amount of money. Will he take it? Ooh, he wants quite a few more bonuses, but I'm going to try and give him just the signing on bonus. He wants 2.1, and I'll accept. Shelton staying as well, as this is going okay, but I'm going to leave it for now, because I do want to see if we can sign any players with the money we have, not just entirely sign the players that we've already got. Maybe there is some better replacements out there if we truly look. And for now, we'll go back to focusing on ourselves, as we don't have a backup keeper for this first game against Oldham. Of course, on the first, Killip leaving hasn't done us too well. But actually scrap that, because I think I actually do know someone who we could try and sign before this game, if it pulls off. Yeah, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go to the transfer hub. A lot of players, which you're not supposed to see all of them. But this guy, Stefan Marinovic, the New Zealand goalkeeper, is going to want a high wage, but it's a decent rate, and goalkeepers can go on for quite a while. So 30-year-old could come in and be the first team goalkeeper, if he wanted to. Guys, we're going to make sure he does, as we'll get him in the office, a crucial role. It's just his wage that I'm actually scared about. I mean, he can have a 2-year contract, disregard a release clause, and he's going to have to take a pay cut. 6k is very low, but if he wants to sign, he's going to take it, and he is going to take it. 6k is by far the highest paid player at the club. I know, but he looks like a decent keeper. A free agent from New Zealand is just what we needed. And to be fair, Mitchell is 9th in keeping clean sheets, so he's not near the top. He has been really good for us, but he might have to drop on the bench, as our 2 keepers are going to be the best players in the squad. as assists as well. Looking at this, Ferguson leading the way and Houlihan quite close, the midfielder, as... So sorry, Mitchell, but you conceded 5 against Mansfield, and that's not really forgivable in an instance, so you're going to have to come out. So we'll do this, we'll do that, and we will go with this squad. Marinovic straight in goal, Sterry, McLaughlin, Odesina, Byrne, and Ferguson in the slightly rotated team, with Featherstone, Shelton, and Molyneux, and Kinde and Norwood just over Olamola and Basiu, the youth player who might get his chance in this game now we're controlling the team against Oldham. As the players have acted quite quick, there's already a tifo of Marinovic up as Danny Rogers in goal for them, Dylan Fagey, Carl Pergiani, Alan Sheenan, Harrison McGehee and Sam Hart with Ayudo, Cisse and Bowden in the midfield, Bahambula, Hopcutt and Durnley. Now Zach Durnley is a player in League 2 for Oldham, so we've got to watch out for him. Byrne back in the team for this one as well, over Lawler and Liddell, so he's got quite a bit to prove on himself as the centre-back, as that's a good ball over from Akinde. On to Norwood, who's not had the best of starts since coming back from injury, but can he get a goal here? He can! I knew when that left his foot it was looking good, and we have a lead in a game for once. Don't tell me about the controller batteries, tell me about the celebrations. As what a finish it is from Norwood. It was a great ball over from Akinde. Defence even caught him up, but in this next crucial game, 4th against 7th this time, Norwood makes no mistake. It's the right foot, should I say, curling it into that side netting. Get in. Brilliant goal. Just don't want them to respond now. Can we actually get a thrashing in ourselves? Because that Mansfield game could have a everlasting impact. It was 2 defeats in a row, so if we do get a big result in ourselves, that could lift our players up a lot, especially with all the players leaving as well, as Zach Durnley on this wing, and that's not who I want running at me, but Sterry deals with him well. Very nicely done, as Zach Durnley round the corner this time into Hart, who tries to drill one past Sterry. No chance right there. Thank you very much, as keep on the throw-in taker. We've got to mark as men sharply in this as Zach Durnley with a turn, hop cut, just overcooked the pass and Molyneux could jump in, but that was almost something as Akinde, good footwork from the big man up front. I'm glad I went with him now as Shelton gives it into Nicky Featherstone, just popping one over the top. It's an ask, isn't it? Didn't really want him risking that as that's down the line. We've got to try and run onto this. It's Bahambula. He's passed one backwards into, I don't know who that was, but they've still got the ball, and that's a good tackle from Ferguson. Into Molyneux now, and into Akinde as we've tried to get forward. Please get there. There we go. And now Shelton as Norwood. Please make a move as we've been tackled with the ball. I'm not even looking at who I was controlling as Shelton has it again, looking for the movement of Norwood, who's coming to the gap, now turns, can't pass. And I say that a lot this season at the end of highlights, can't pass, because we're ruining it with stupid balls. As Zach Durnley into Bowden, Hopcutt's got so much space, it's a great deflection, but it's come with his hand, so it's going to be a penalty. Odesina gives it away. I mean, did it hit his hand? We can see this replay. Really can't tell. It was a very, very quick hit shot as Bahambula hits the post. We've been let off from the spot. Very, very lucky of us right there as Sterry whips one across as well into Ferguson. This is when we get going. The ball over the top for Akinde's on, but he didn't chip it. I swear I clicked the chip button right there, so we've got 10 minutes of this first half to go. Just need to keep this lead and keep on performing as we are doing. However, Oldham are actually sneaking into this game with the front three that they have as Cisse into Bowden. Bowden round the corner into Zach Durnley. It's looking for Hopcutt, but we're in his way. Come on, just get something more as Molyneux. If it's 2-0 at half-time, I feel more confident as Molyneux trying to poke one through to Akinde, who does have strength, and oh, he's won the header. He's brilliant this game, is John Akinde, I'm telling you. That for free as Shelton with a good ball onto Sterry right there, whips it across, that's a great little chip. Norwood throwing himself at it, but Piergiani, who's actually a gigantic centre-back, with the block as we forced a corner at the end of this first half. Brilliant work, as if we can get something from this, it will be perfect before the break. It's whipped in, it's headed. Rogers catches, and that is the half-time whistle straight away. 1-0, courtesy of a James Norwood finesse, is how the sides are separated at the break. Just need to keep it up, and so far it looks like Marinovic is on for a debut clean sheet, which is another positive, but there's still 45 minutes to go. He's not really been tested much, but of course they've had a lot of the ball in the final third as Shelton. Let's have our turn at doing that, as Shelton not having the best of episodes today, I've got to say that, but we do manage to keep the ball as now Featherstone in the middle to Molyneux. And you can see I just went for it, but blocked. And Molyneux with the ball headed down to him right here as Akinde tries to turn with it right there, but it's fallen to Nicky Featherstone. He tried to put a lot of power on that pass, and it does reach Molyneux with a great tackle. He's playing well this game. Here's Molyneux, as now it's into Akinde as well, knocked onto Shelton from a tackle, as he's going to put a ball out wide to Sterry. Another whipped in ball, Akinde chested that, but he just couldn't really do anything with it, as McLaughlin heads it down to Featherstone, and he's got a bit of a gap in front of him. That's a terrible little tackle, but still we play on as it's into Mark Shelton, fires it straight to them. I'd rather not just win it 1-0, but the way the game's going, I'd just take anything at the moment. The ball hasn't gone out of play in this second half, because it's literally just been each team getting the passing extremely correct, which we need to get the ball back and do ourselves. And Bowden onto Zach Durnley, chipped over the top right here. As you can see, them passing stats. 61 passes to 111. Oldham have kept the ball well. They've not played bad at all, but we're still going to try and see this out as subs are planning on being made. I mean, I just need to try and keep them out still. Bahambula around the corner into Luamba, over the top from Bowden, out to the right-hand sided defender as Fake cuts back right there into Bahambula again. Come on, just block the passing lanes as he skipped passes a bit there in the middle. Marinovic with a save. I can't even get his name right. And the double stop from the New Zealand player. What a double save. As now let's try and get gone. John Akinde. Oh, tackled though. And the pressure's going to be back on us. 84 minutes gone. They've messed up the pass though. And Norwood, who should be coming off for Olamola shortly, with a pass off to Shelton. Just keep the ball, please. Don't let go of it stupidly as we've done so. That's bloody McLaughlin's fault as Luamba, they're going to come at us right here. Bahambola, tackle by Byrne though. And when this full-time whistle goes, it's going to be a big, big cheer from the Hartlepool faithful. We'll get our 3 points that we've not deserved in any of the other games, and probably not deserved here, as Molyneux running down the wing though. Can we try and nick another goal into the box, and caught by the keeper, but he shouldn't be able to hoof it as he doesn't get the chance. A 1-0 win. And yes, I know the controller's low on charge, I get it, but that is a big result. 3 points to start 2022 off well, as we do remain in 4th from it, but that's a big result over, of course, 7th place, as we are with 4 points in front of Forest Green in 6th, so we don't even need to look at 7th. Great result, as Houlihan's had an approach from Shanghai Shenhua. Right, we've got to get these contracts done, I guess. Not really a choice. I don't really want players moving, so let's just do them very quick. Starting with the man Gavin Houlihan, who's approached. He will sign a 1-year deal, so he is not going to Shanghai. He's took the same wage as well. Next up is centre-back Odosina, who is a very good player at the moment. I'm going to try and sign him up again for the same price. Wants 1.5, take the little bonus thing off, and he wants 1.6. Low paid, very good centre-back, we'll take it. As Francis Angol's up next, remove the bonus. 2.1, he wants 2.2. Being a bit greedy is the left-hand sided centre-back, but we need him here. But he's part of the plans, as these are the players that haven't signed a contract still and are up for sale, I'd say, but there's no rush to get them out. Molyneux just rejected one as well, because his squad role wasn't met. And John Akinde, we spent quite a bit of money on, but he's had a really good game last time out. Do I see him being here if we try and get promoted? Probably not, but we'll see how it goes. Rather keep a little bit of money available, as yes. You know what we're going to try and do here? Will Goodwin, approach to loan from Stoke. We need this guy back in our team. Basic terms, because I don't know if I'll be able to afford him next year. A short-term one. We'll just have him till the end of the season. Not push the boat out too much. Split the wage. I'm willing to go 50-50 for Goodwin. He's a great player, but they want us to pay 3.2. That's a lot. 65%. No problem. Please come back to us. That would be a very important signing, as we're going to skip on a few days. Oh, why? Why does every club reject our bloody loan things? Not on, as CF Fulham Burada have expressed an interest in signing Jamie Sterry. He's not our player. Is he? He's actually our player. The more you know. I thought it was on loan from Newcastle because of the picture. I've been wrong all this time, and it's a good offer, you know. An offer that could change our fortunes in this window. We've got 3 right-backs at the club in McLaughlin, Hendry and Sterry. And, of course, Kamara is being trained as a right wing-back, who was the winger in the academy. So I am going to negotiate, try and get a bit more. I am willing to letting him go, you know, because money for this guy could be big. 900, we're going to go in with the big bucks. 8.1 is definitely acceptable, but you've got to challenge these deals. 8.6, and fine, that's a deal. That's big money. Please let that go through, as we've dropped to 5th in the league. I mean, that's only because Hartlepool has played a game extra. As Odossina now, he's just signed a contract and he's got a big bid in for him here. The 22-year-old 64 rated centre-back from FC Sion has interest. It's got to be another negotiation. There's this guy. I'm not going to hold back on 1 million. The French 2nd Division side, I think it is, want him. Or, no, it's the Swiss side, I think. 900k is a good amount of money, but they're not really budging on this guy. And although it's above his evaluation by quite a bit, I don't really want to lose this guy. So they're going to deal on 8.5k though, so I will take that. Or 850k, that's a brilliant deal for Odossina. Although he's been magnificent in game, it looks like a bit of a selling club at the moment, and I expect us to be. We're in League 2. Once we get going, we can keep hold of big players, but that is a big sale going through right there. Jamie Sterry making the money. And of course we can get replacements as... What's the talking about here? Hi boss, don't mind. We're not reaching as club demands. Okay. I don't know what you want me to do about it right now as Regan Ogle wants to play. Odossina has left as well as Hartlepool and Stevenage has been changed. Now why is that? Have we got another cup being threaded in? No, I mean, maybe Stevenage have gone far in the cup themselves, so maybe that's the reason why. It's how much do we have now in the bank? 1.28 million. That's big. No signings before this next game, but 2 youth players now on the bench, so Kamara's made it up. And Basu, I'm actually going to put Kamara over Ogle, sorry mate. And then I'm going to put Crawford on the bench, just still for the nostalgia of that goal against Sunderland. As Marinovic is in goal, Hendry, McLaughlin, Staunton, Francis on goal, and Ferguson, Featherstone, Houlihan, Shelton, Norwood, and Akinde. And I don't even know which team we play next. I haven't even checked. Maybe this is a simulated game. Bristol Rovers. Who do we have after that? It's Carlisle. So I think Bristol Rovers is actually going to get played. Where are Carlisle? Are they higher than them? They're in 16th. No, the lower. So Bristol Rovers we go to. And Bristol Rovers, Ansi Jacola in goal, Alex Rodman at right wing back, Taylor, Coates, Anderson and Westbrook, Kilgore, Collins, Grant, Clark and Nicholson. How are they going to do? As it's the final game and away from home again, as that's a very bright start for them. Clark just putting it a little bit wide. 3 minutes in, did not expect that to happen. As Staunton with a drilled pass across to Conor McLaughlin, releasing the new right wing back Luke Hendry, who did play well, should I say, against Sunderland when he was in the team, as that's a rough tackle. Should be a booking. 5 minutes in. Pretty lively start right here as Mark Shelton's going to dribble across. Give this into Houlihan. Akinde around the back. John Akinde, good touch. Hits at the keeper. Open net. Scores. 1-0 to Hartlepool. 7 minutes in this very lively game. Maybe Big John Akinde's listened to what I said about his contract and thought, no, I want to be here and I want to take the club up to the next level. Scoring a beautiful rebound right there. As Houlihan has the ball in the midfield as well after that goal. Terrible touch, won it though, as Collins, Coates, now Kilgore. It's good passing back onto Collins. Tries to spread one across right there, and it's actually a decent ball into Nicholson, who's going to go to Kilgore in the middle. Collins again. Clark. That's a good save, Marinovic. Very, very good from our new keeper. I'm enjoying him a lot. He's on for 2 clean sheets as it stands. Still a long way to go, but a good save as Taylor heads it over. Lovely stuff as it's talking about Bradford. Yeah, they've gone 1-0 up. What a surprise as we might go 1-1. It's a penalty. And I think it's Staunton into... Yeah, Staunton with a foul. It's a little trip. Mistimed tackle, and it's a chance for them to get back into the game. Yeah, into the back of him. Stupid from Staunton. As now we've got to try and save Westbrook's spot kick. Marinovic! Oh! He's finally conceded, and it was close to his feet. But yes, Bristol Rovers take their lead. Sent me the wrong way. Game on again. As the phrase, it's still 0-0, lads, comes to mind. As Ferguson now into Houlihan. That's a great turn from Greg as he's been tackled though and in a stupid place. It's Clark to give it out to Westbrook, the goal scorer, the penalty merchant. It's 25 minutes in. Nicholson running down this line, and we need to get better side than that. Westbrook with a chance, but he's off. And Bristol Rovers changing the tide as John Akinde allowed to dribble a little bit right there, as he's definitely our bright spot today again, as Ferguson, the assist king, whipping in a great ball. Side netting from Shelton. Still, it's good stuff from Ferguson. As Nicky Featherstone with a pass across the midfield there into Houlihan, into Shelton. Another one onto Norwood, and we're going to go for the other wing back this time, Hendry. He wasn't bad at whipping a ball in against Sunderland, and ain't bad again. John Akinde with the first half brace as it lands on the big man's head. What a ball, Luke Hendry. Back to the lead, and just what a cross. Jamie Sterry, who are you, mate? What a goal. I'll take that one all day long as Shelton onto Norwood. Now Akinde. Akinde to keep on dribbling and just... Oh, that should have been a simple pass right into there. But not working out as Collins. They're going to try and counter us as well. Oh dear. Grant into Collins again. Turns into the middle of the park. Now he has to go backwards into Colts. Onto Kilger. Kilger around to Rodman. This is not good stuff. It's Grant who's whipping a little ball in. Marinovic with the punch. Still not cleared. Grant, we didn't get close to him. Staunton, header away as we are approaching half-time. And we could do with a whistle, to be fair, as John Akinde going for a chip over the top. And it's actually not a bad one. Straight into James Norwood. He's having the game of his life, John Akinde, as we shoved off the ball in the end, though. Kilger to Coots through the middle, and the whistle is blown. One man team at this moment in time, but I don't mind it. We're in the lead. As I still don't think we're at as best as Shelton now passes that through the middle into Norwood. Norwood, oh my days. How's that gone through to Akinde? What a ball from Norwood. Akinde for a hat-trick. Saved by Jacola. What a save. That is from the keeper as well, as it's a corner ball. Restarting the penalty. Person who gave it away tried to win the header, but could not do as now. Oh, Shelton tried to turn it. Pass out to Nicholson though, and now they're going to run at us again. The ball out wide was not a good one, so Houlihan in the middle. Featherstone. Oh, what a time tackle that is from the striker, Clark. As they're going to run at us right there. We've just let Nicholson go straight through us. Terrible lunge in from the middle centre-back as it's gone through. Marinovic. Oh, what a save and goal. Had to hammer that away, but what a save from Marinovic. Love this keeper. Maybe not a one-man team. Maybe him, Hendry, and Akinde, who's doing this for us today, as that's a good little move from John Akinde again into Mark Shelton. Can he join in the fun? No, it's hit a arm as it's going to be a penalty for us. Come on. Spot kick. Let's finish this game off, shall we? It's going to be James Norwood. He missed his last one. As I'm going to go right down the middle. Chipped, Panenkaed, and Norwood joins in the fun. The top scorer taking the mick. Hopefully that's game done as Jacques Inola. Hope you enjoyed your trip to the left-hand corner, mate. Going straight down the middle. Bristol Rovers fans probably not happy with how he did that one, but do I care at the moment? No, because we're on for another 3 points. And they've only scored from a penalty, to be fair. They've not been bad in game, but their only chance coming from the spot, apart from Marinovic's big save, of course, just forgot about that, as Akinde going to try and get us off on the counter-attack again, but just tackled. And it's going to be them to keep dribbling with the ball right here. And Francis Angol to come inside and win that ball. Nicky Featherstone now into Houlihan right here as Akinde drops it off to Norwood. Can he maybe bag a brace in this game? He's already got one, of course. We're playing with hopefully a bit more confidence now he's done that Panenka, because he hasn't seemed himself completely since he come back from the injury. So that's a terrible pass from Molyneux, and it could cost us if they're going to attack at us. 10 minutes to go. And Thomas is actually drilling his way down this side. It's Thomas on his own, puts one in the middle. Collins tackled. Ball still fell back through from Staunton's tackle, and that is the fault of Molyneux, who's come on to try and prove himself and made it a nervy ending. Grant with the goal, and it's a very good run on. I mean, Marinovic came out a long way, but if Staunton's tackle would have gone through, we wouldn't have been in this danger we're in now. Unlucky from us as Josh Grant has had a good game and he's on the ball straight away again as Crawford comes on for the old Nicky Featherstone. As now it's into Coots round the corner. We've got 3 minutes left of this game plus added time, so let's make it count. Thomas being very good off the bench. That's a good ball around the corner as well into Clark. Don't bottle this, please, boys. It's in the box. Header one. McLaughlin has to hoof and gets it straight up to John Akinde now. Can he do something magical again? Maybe not, but we're going to try and give this out wide to Hendry, who's going to run down this right-hand side and now pass it inside into Norwood. Akinde through the middle for a hat-trick. A great touch! And it's the last kick of the game. We've missed it horrifically But we've won the game. Akinde will be hitting himself, but not too much because he knows he did secure the 3 points himself. And that's a big 3 points on the road to lift us up again. Muy bien, as we're 4th in the league at the end of the episode. And I'm not going to sim Hartlepool, Carlisle. I'm just going to end it straight away here because I know how long this episode's going to be. It's took me an hour and a half in this recording. So let's get it done and let's move into transfers tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching right here. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well. Just another thank you for 4K subscribers. Caught in 4K. And I will see you all tomorrow for more signings in a bit. And peace.